Hello there from Parc Asterix. We are here for the opening day of Toutatis, and I think we're a little bit excited.
I'm very excited for Toutatis.
Yeah, and there's quite a few of us here, so I'll introduce everyone shortly. But what are you expecting from today?
I just want to know a lot at the time.
Yeah.
From Toutatis anyway, I am looking forward to the B&M Hyper.
Yeah. B&M Hyper? Where are we?
Honestly.
We're not at SeaWorld, mate.
It's because I'm up so early. I was forced to get up at like 7 o'clock. No, I mean B&M Invert.
B&M, yeah, that's the one. I'm glad we cleared that one up anyway. It must have been that 4 o'clock early start that you had, mate.
It must have been, you know what I mean? You've got to get here early because it's busy at the moment.
Well, when we drove in, there was police on the motorway, and it's like, are they going to shut the junction? Are they going to shut a lane off? You know, they know it's going to be busy, so the park know it's going to be busy. What time did we get here? 7:30?
7:30.
And there was staff already here getting people in on the car park. How much was parking? Do you remember?
20 euros.
20 euros. So it's almost Florida prices for parking, but at least we're at the front of the queue almost. There's more eager enthusiasts here behind us and in front of us, but we're looking forward to it. Also today, Mr. Raybold, would you like to walk round?
Hello.
Yeah, that way, please.
Yeah, hello, everybody.
There he is. So we found this guy on the street curb. He looked like a bit. Didn't know what he was doing. Like he was just loitering.
Yeah, I'm just loitering all the time, aren't I?
Rumour has it he was here about 4 AM.
No, I was literally here just before you got a taxi in. So this time round, I'm going to get the bus in tomorrow.
So this guy's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've heard of it. He's been on the channel many times before. So
it's been going for about 20 years, but the only viewer is actually Mark. So if you go and watch his videos and give him a look, he'd really appreciate that. Sorry, mate. If keep that to your own little side hustle, mate. But yeah, Toutatis, what are you expecting?
I'm looking forward to it. Obviously been on Velocicoaster earlier this year. Well, last year actually.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're very good.
I'm tired as well.
You're very good at this vlogging, mate.
Heck, I was up early yesterday as well, so and travelled across. Looking forward to it. I'm hoping to be as good as Velocicoaster, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Excellent. Also, whilst we're doing introductions, I will introduce Andy properly because he's been nagging me to do so. So Andy is one of our events organisers with me and Mark and Mike when he shows up, and Andy's also my father-in-law. So we're well connected, aren't we, on this?
Yes.
So yeah, next time we're at an event, if you see Andy in a high vis, he's not just working on the car park guiding your cars in. He's actually part of the events team with us. But what are you expecting from today?
Well, hopefully it's Mark, some good airtime.
Yeah.
Hopefully good launch.
Yeah.
As well. So been on Velocicoaster, so looking forward to it.
Good stuff. Right, well, we're going to wait to get in, probably about 2 hours, and see where the day goes. This is us. Is this it?
Donc merci de bien faire attention à tous vos effets personnels avant d'embarquer dans l'attraction. Chers visiteurs, pour votre information, le système de confinement...
Here we go then, Toutatis queue line. We were at the front, but we're not at the front of this queue. As you can imagine, there was a stampede. A couple of people fell over. Felt my ankles get clipped, so decided to walk it. Didn't want to risk going over. But here we are. Hotel guests are on. Andy's here, made it. Knackered.
Oh, jelly legs for that one.
Funny thing is, everybody's run to it, left their friends behind, and then have to wait for their friends in the queue. But that's what new coasters do, get everyone excited. It's a long walk this by the looks of it. We're going over there at some point. For now, I'll keep filming to show you what this queue's like. Looks like there's plenty of viewing points of the ride as we walk around, including the top hat up there. I'm filming on the GoPro at the minute, so apologies if the audio is not the best. Even though we're not anywhere near the first public train, we're not far off. We won't be waiting 3 hours, that's for sure. Well, not in this queue anyway. Probably will have waited 3 hours by the time we've factored in how long we were sat in the car park and so on. Oh dear me. Don't do running very often. Nice view of the ride there. Not sure where Mark is. A little bit further back than us. Probably not too far though. There it goes. It's not even got full trains at the minute because people are still walking around to it. I believe it has 2 trains. Should move this queue fairly well once it is full. I don't know how long today's vlog's going to be. Don't know how much footage of this ride we're going to get, but we'll try and get as much as possible. If you can hear me breathing between talking, it's because I've got a little bit of a problem with my right lung at the minute. We'll know what it is in the next couple of weeks. There's Mark over there. Little details in the queue here and there. It's not like a Velocicoaster style themed queue line, but there is theming. It's not just a concrete jungle. And one thing I've noticed as well is there's plenty of bins, so if you do bring your drinks and your sandwiches and other bits and bobs in the queue, there's plenty of bins to get rid of it when you're done. I think we're near the station now actually. Still walking, so not that far off getting on it now. Some rock work, more signage. Just walked past a guy whose face is all bruised and cut. I think he's fallen over. I hope he's all right. Digital Dan just entered the queue line over there. There he is. Give us a wave, Dan. You probably spot him just about. But yeah, I think we're nearly on. We've reached the point of the queue where it's stopped moving, so for the time being I'm going to stop filming, and I guess next time we'll see you in the ride station. Now in the Toutatis queue line, station area I should say, headed to the front row. Front row queue is hopefully this way. I guess that's what this means. And yes, here is the front row queue. 30 minutes from this point. That's fine with me. Yeah, there is the front row queue ahead. It's going to be a busy one, but you know what? Front row, first go on a brand new roller coaster. It's going to be done. Got to be done. going backwards. Here we go. Here we go. Air time coming up. Yes, there we go. That is excellent. And the guy next to me, 100th coaster.
That was really good.
Spot on, eh?
They actually let me keep the sign for the ride.
I can't believe that, to be fair. And that look, they're pointing at you now, like, how did he get that on?
The ride operator looked at me from the control room.
Yeah, they were just like, whatever. Just taking our rides on Toutatis. I'll start with you, Mark. You did the back row. I don't know if you filmed it or not.
I have filmed the back row, yeah.
How was it, mate?
So good.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Honestly, like, sometimes you wonder, like, is it going to live up to what I think it might do after seeing the POVs? But honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed that. The backwards launch over the airtime hill.
It's ridiculous.
It is, honestly, I wasn't expecting that much airtime to come out of it.
No.
And then, obviously, on the back row, you get some proper good hang time on the top. It is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And, you know, you get whipped over the top hat as well on that back row. Honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I need some more goals on it this weekend.
We are doing it again today, aren't we? At some point, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely get back in it maybe last train.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the day, so you can get a good feel of how it's running. So obviously, I was on it sort of after half an hour after it had opened, so honestly, thoroughly enjoyed it.
No, I really enjoyed it. So I'll bring it round a little bit to make the framing a bit better. Front row, excellent. Really enjoyed it. Would like to go at the back, but it's actually a lot better than I was expecting. I knew it'd be good, but it's better than I expected, and I'm really happy about that. But something that's worth noting, if you are going to queue for front row, it will take forever, especially if you join it where we joined it. It took us nearly an hour to do the front, whereas with Mark doing the back row, it's pretty much straight on it.
Amazing coaster.
Yeah.
Definitely up there with Velocicoaster. Some amazing airtime. Again, like Mark said on the backwards launch, really caught me out. Lifted out the seat, and I was just like, oh god, I wasn't expecting that, you know. And it's an incredible coaster. You need to get out here and do it.
I agree.
Here we go. Row number 2.
that second launch, just phenomenal. There's only a couple I've been on with a better launch than that. That's big ones. That's excellent.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So back row later.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll do some of the other rides for now, but we'll have a go on the back later on, definitely.
definitely worth doing, without a doubt. Yeah.
As well as the brand new roller coaster Toutatis in the new Festival of Toutatis area, there is also a Zamperla nebulizer ride, which are very popular family rides, popping up at a lot of parks these days. It's currently closed, there's a technical error, but oh no, it's going now, so I'll get some shots of that and then move on to the next thing in this area. I'm joined by Stephen and Mark, and we're now going to be doing, and just to be clear, not Mark Yates. Mark Yates has not grown hair in the last mushroom Mark. Stephen's trying to get out of the camera shot again. Yeah. So we are in the queue for Trace du Horror, I think it is, or Horror, or I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, something like that.
Rubbish with his pronunciation. So this is a Mack bobsleigh roller coaster. It's the first ride I ever did at Parc Asterix. Mark, what should we expect from this one?
Just fun.
It's been a while.
It should be fun. It's been a while for me, but it's actually the best Mack bobsled in Europe, I feel.
Well, it can't be any worse than the ones at, like, you know, Europa Park, Heidi Park, they're not very good.
Pleasure Beach.
Yeah, they're all a bit naff. So this one was all right last time. So, Stephen, what are you expecting?
I think Avalanche will be better.
Yeah.
I don't
Really?
know. I do. Avalanche is short, but it does a lot of good stuff in that
Yeah, it's true,
short time. Like, by the time you get to the end, you've got some really good cheap horses and laterals, whereas I don't know if this is going to offer that, but it'll be interesting to see.
Let's go on it and see. Other Marks, busy chatting, so we'll ask you what he thinks once we've been on. But yeah, looking forward to getting back on it. Like I say, last time the operations on this were excellent, so hopefully they still are.
They're always excellent. Mark's been on here, and I've been on train at one lift hill. There's already one at some lift hill. I was like,
so it's not stacking then?
No, not stacking.
No
Never
stacking.
Stacks.
We don't like stacking, so that's all good. Right, time to go on. It's moving really quickly. It's on at least 3 trains. We're currently debating is it on 3 trains or 4 trains, but the dispatch times are incredible. Literally one gets to the top of the lift hill and then the next one is out of the station and going up after it, and that is being repeated with every single train. It is incredible to see a roller coaster being dispatched so quickly, so efficiently, and to be in a queue line for one of these coasters and just not really stop moving for more than a few seconds at a time. It's really good, and yeah, top job so far, Parc Asterix. Really good on the ops for this. And we're off. Bumpy, raucous but bumpy. So we've been on the Mac bobsleigh, Trace de Ure, is it?
Le Avalanche.
Le Avalanche, caveman themed. Is Avalanche better? That's the question.
No.
No, you really don't like Avalanche, do you?
No, for me, right, it's just a bit too short, Avalanche.
Yeah.
That goes on a bit. There's a part of that, like, gets quite a bit of intensity going round off the first drop and that. Quite enjoyed it. Kills it a little bit going up when we go up the hill for the first time. And then, I don't mind it. It's not something you wait a long time for like we have, but obviously we are on a busy day. But it's one of them. It's better than Avalanche just purely for the length of the ride more than anything else.
4 trains, Mark. 4 trains. No messing.
No, quickly on, bag on.
Bag on. No lap bar checks. Once you're locked, you're off.
Yeah,
that's the end of it.
Yeah, as it should be.
Absolutely. Let's get Stephen in then. He's going to. What do you think of French Avalanche?
For Avalanche.
Do you?
I've heard the operations on this now. 2 trains on lifting at the same time, you know.
Absolutely.
Getting trains out, but
chucking them out.
Avalanche is probably better for me. I think Avalanche is shorter.
Yeah.
It does more. It's like more forceful, more intense experience, and there's no dull moments from Avalanche from the top from the start to the end. Whereas this has quite a lot of block breaks. So, but again, you need the block breaks to get the throughput the way it is. So.
Absolutely. Andy, do you want to come in and give us your wisdom?
Yes, same as everyone else. First drop, good intensity.
Yeah.
Just, as I say, you've got restrictors around a couple of the bends, kind of narrow it and slow it, and then it's longer than Avalanche. For me, I prefer Avalanche.
Same.
It's a bit more intense, more to it. The 2 hills that slow you.
Yeah.
Fair enough, it is longer, but the longer doesn't outweigh the intensity.
No.
The Avalanche has got all the way round.
I agree.
That's got sort of 2 really dull spots on it.
Yeah, and it's a bit rough.
Yeah, the car I was in was running on square wheels. It was a bit bumpy.
Yeah.
And you never got the same sort of swing up the walls.
No.
Like Avalanche, so yeah, the Avalanche for me.
Next up then is going to be OzIris, the B&M invert here at Parc Asterix, and Stephen's got some interesting comments about the theming. You like it, don't you?
Yeah, it's good theming.
Yeah, not derelict themed or anything like that.
No, it's not like UK parks that theme around like
devastating events.
It's just abandonment and you know, just
it's got a nice Egyptian feel to it, hasn't it? Yeah. So looking forward to this. I do remember going on it 8 years ago and being really impressed with it. Not only the ride itself, but the whole area is impressive. The ride-ups were good, and yeah, it's nice to go on a B&M invert that's not a Batman layout or dug into the ground. It's just something a little bit different. What are you expecting from OzIris?
Plenty of intensity.
Yeah.
And just a good layout. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I was more excited for this than I was Toutatis.
Yeah.
Because everyone raves about how good of a B&M this is. So hopefully it lives up to it. I just want something with good intensity. Something along the similar lines of intensity as to like Batman.
Yeah.
Great Adventure and Great America.
I was just saying, like, it's nice to have one of these with a different kind of layout though.
Yeah.
And where they've not gone with the same old B&M invert layout. But interestingly as well, Mark's got his Mind Blower t-shirt on, which he's really happy to have, clearly.
Yeah, well...
It's awful!
It is awful. So hopefully this will not be as bad.
It definitely won't be. It will really not be. So let's go and do it. No vest restraints. Time to go and get some foot tingling goodness. Noisy train here on OzIris. Sunshine's a bit bright. There we go.
Drop straight into it.
say it could be an M, it could be an M invert, could be an M invert, could be an M invert. You're like, is it really? But after coming off that, fantastic, especially on the front row ride. Hopefully tomorrow we'll maybe get a back row ride as well, you know what I mean, to compare it. But honestly, that was incredible because as close as throughout the entire bit of it, you know, little pots of airtime as well, I wasn't expecting.
I know, yeah.
But I just honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed that. From the moment it went down the first drop, brilliant.
8 years since I last went on it, and I'd forgotten how good it was. I went down that first drop, I was like, yeah, all right, this is still really good. And I think we'll get some thoughts off Andy in a minute, but I think Mini Montu's been mentioned a few times already, and I think that's probably a fair reflection.
I agree.
And if we could have a B&M invert like this in the UK, then that'd be really nice. So thanks in advance for that.
Yeah, definitely.
The Mini Montu, man. That's what you. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
The first drop could actually be a little bit more intense than Montu is, but the rest of it really good. Not too intense, still intense, and as Mark says, a couple of bits of airtime on it as well, which is surprising. Really good ride.
Please
really
secure
good.
all loose articles, just ask Andy.
Yes, definitely. Forgot to take my hat off. Nearly lost it on the first hill.
Luckily, you haven't got to go and get a new Velocicoaster hat though.
We lost the trip though.
Yeah, absolutely, always.
Any excuse.
So,
the Raybold is feeling a little bit left out on the reviewing, so...
oh, there's some reasons we're not going into, you can see much out why. But also, it's nice to get back on it. I forgot about the first drop actually.
You always have to get a little plug in, don't you? You're good at that.
Yeah, I've got to, but I forgot about the first drop, being a straight drop, not the having a V drop. And yeah, it doesn't live up to Nemesis obviously, but better than most other B&M inverts, except for Monster Corona.
Easily better than Nemesis, my friend.
No,
Easily. Nemesis, old hat. That's why they're changing it.
Nemesis is better.
Nemesis still
all I'm going to say is, where's your name Nemesis gone? It's in the bin because it needs replaced. They should have left it there. Got something else. Oh dear. There's my hot take for the day. Put it in the bin.
OzIris is awesome.
Next up then is going to be Goudurix, the multi-inverting Vekoma roller coaster here, Parc Asterix. Has a little bit of a bad reputation as being brutal, rough, uncomfortable and all that nonsense, but actually in 2015 it was none of that, and the person next to me is quite excited.
Yeah, it's a coaster that I looked up to when I was growing up. It was one of the bigger coasters in Europe at the time.
You're being serious?
So yeah, it's a bucket list coaster. Coaster for me. So I'm quite enjoying. Looking forward to going on it. I think it's going to be amazing.
Let's go then. Goudurix. It's going to be. Here we go. Smoothest roller coaster in the park. Jokes. Hope you're ready for this, Andy. Here we go. Bit of worse.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Just a quick review of Goudurix. don't need to hear off anybody else. They all really loved it, so I'm just going to speak on behalf of everybody that everyone had a great time on it. It wasn't rough, and you know, it's just smooth like a B&M. That you wouldn't know the difference from that and a OzIris. Smooth it was. What does Stephen think?
Yeah, I've got a new number one. I thought that, you know, Toutatis was going to be the best new roller coaster for me today, but that is just amazing.
We don't need to hear off anyone else, do we?
I never need to go on another roller coaster again. That is offered everything.
Everybody loved it.
Every experience you could possibly want.
Forget Toutatis, forget OzIris, forget anything else. You need to come to Parc Asterix for Goudurix.
Oh, definitely.
What did you think, Mark?
I'm going away with the words unique. People look to this and say, do not build one of these again. It is absolutely disgusting. It's horrible. That back row, honestly, I can't describe it. I definitely can't use the language that I said to Stephen. It was like, get me off this. Not quite as pleasant as that either.
Even the front row was bad.
Yeah, it's just disgusting. There's literally nothing good about it.
Could be worse. Could be the Smiler.
You know what? I'd sooner laugh the Smiler than go on that thing again. That's how bad that thing is.
Give it a smiley bit of defence. I was sat next to you and I thought it was alright.
Well,
you know, I don't know what the difference is there, but...
And on that note, it's time to go and do Zeus. Zeus. Here we go. I'm uncomfortable with the fact that it was rough round that first corner. Uh-oh. I'm going to be honest to everybody watching, I am dreading this. There we go. Ooh, scary. Oh dear. Oh, it's dreadful. Quickly doing a review on the GoPro of Zeus because the vlogging camera's coming to the end of its battery life, and some idiot who owns it left the charging cable in the hotel, so I want to leave the main camera for the end review. But we've finally been on Zeus, and whilst I've watched the POV back and it looks like quite a good smooth wooden coaster, I can tell you now it really isn't. And I went on Zeus before they changed it to what it is now, and it was so much better before they made these changes. I didn't like the trains. They were pinned on my legs from the off, and it was really uncomfortable. The first drop was unpleasant. It just bounced down it bounced around the corners, and as Mark says, like Ariana Grande, it was from side to side the whole time. Just so unpleasant. And talking of Mark, he's here. Do you want to get in, mate? You and Stephen, what do you think? What do you both think?
I thought it was dreadful.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's one of the worst coaster experiences I've ever had.
Yeah.
When it bounces down the first drop and it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It rattles. I don't like the restraint on it because it's one of them where you take your bag on the ride.
Yeah.
You can't sit as naturally because you're trying to hold on to your bag to make sure you don't lose all you lose.
Yeah.
It holds us in it, and I don't think that helps it. And it should. I mean, the wave turn whatever
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
alright,
It's
that.
alright, that.
Can I just say, like, I really like Parc Asterix. I had a great visit in here 2015. I've had a great visit today. But having to take your bags on a ride like Zeus and Goudurix is an absolute disgrace. I mean, where is the common sense in that? That shouldn't be allowed anywhere else, surely. I mean, imagine taking like your bag on the big one at Pleasure Beach. You'd be like, nah, I'm not doing it. You just refuse, flat out. It's just ridiculous. I don't get it. All right, yeah, we can take the GoPro on, but that's secured, 3 points of attachment. Taking your bag on in the like footwell of the train is a joke, and it's something they need to change. But yeah, I don't know. I want to do the backwards one just to see how bad it is.
Yeah, agreed.
So we'll do that tomorrow. But
Yeah. What do you think?
I liked it.
what?
No, it's alright.
Do you know what, mate? I don't know what you ate last night, but obviously it's giving you some sort of weird.
I enjoyed it, but I did have, during the airtime moments, I didn't really enjoy them because of the bag situation. I thought it was literally going to leave the train, which was a big concern of mine, and that took away from some of the enjoyment. But I think if I didn't have the bag, I would have enjoyed it.
Maybe the bag wanted to leave because it was rough.
Yeah, and you can tell which bits are new and which bits are the old.
Can you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I could tell the new bits from the old bits.
Yeah, the old bits are better.
I quite like the new bits, mate.
That was a joke, to be honest.
Disagreement. Like the wave train was great. The towards the end where they've redone, I enjoyed that as well. I didn't ride the old one, so I've got nothing to compare it to. But I did enjoy that experience.
Should we go and do 2 tatty scones?
No, I will give it a go.
Let's go then, if it's open. After the disappointment of Zeus, it's now back to Toutatis for last rides of the day to end the day on a positive. Looks like the queue will be about an hour, so we will try and do one last on ride on it, but I think the battery on this camera is about to go, so the wrap up will be done on the GoPro, I would imagine. Here we go. Let's go. Excited. Here we go. So it's not quite Velocicoaster, it's not quite Taron, but it is a bloody good roller coaster in a park that is so easy to get to. Fully recommend coming and doing this roller coaster. So good. Worth that last wait, the last ride of the day, but bloody hell it's cold. Could do with some air, you know. Should have gone to Regain or whatever they're called. But yeah, amazing. Great way to finish the day. We'll wrap up in a minute, but wow, top way to end. Right, starting the wrap up, Mark. How's the day been?
Been a darn good day. When I first came, I was like, not sure how many rides we'll get on.
Agreed.
It was like maybe a couple of goals into Toutatis and maybe OzIris, and that might be about all, with it being a bank holiday weekend, Easter weekend, opening of a new coaster. But you know what? They have chucked the trains out.
They have
chucked the trains out. You know, 3 goals on Toutatis and the rest of the park basically near enough done. But honestly, brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed my visit today.
Totally agree. Now we're going to keep this short because we're all ready for food, but
yes.
Yeah, it's the first time for me here since 2015. I remembered this park as being fun, colourful, good vibes, good vibrant feel to the whole park. You know, there's no dull colours, it's all nice, bright and colourful park. You get a good feel about it. And I've got that good feeling again today. It has been busy, but it's been well handled. There's been no faffing. I mean, when you've got a Mack bobsleigh coaster on 4 trains, I mean, wow, that's brilliant. That's what you want to see.
It is what you want to see. the queues have been moving. It reminded me quite, apart from obviously Tonnerre Zeus, the rest of them remind me a lot of like Europa, where you just keep moving forward in the queue. And that's all you can ever. At the time, even though it's maybe an hour, it's not felt like an hour.
It doesn't feel like it because you're constantly moving. You can see that they're making an effort with the capacity. You're having fun with your friends, and it's like, oh, I'm on it now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's top day. So we're back tomorrow. We are going to do another vlog. This time, well, tomorrow, we're going to do it in a completely different order. We're basically going to do the park in reverse. We're going to do the coasters we haven't done today. I'm going to do the log flume, probably on my own. Hopefully we'll all do it though, and hopefully we'll do the rapids. But yeah, we'll cover more than just the coasters tomorrow. We have got fast pass. But for now, it's time for a Big Mac because I'm bloody starving. And everyone's looking at us like, hurry up with this wrap up. So time to go. So many thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up. It massively helps the channel. And we'll see you next time.